Hey guys, welcome back. This is C-Rock, and here we are back in the Egyptian campaign. We're about to get into the battle that we left off with last time, that we just saved from. The Seleucids are now attacking Egypt. I was able to goat them into a battle, I guess, or coax them into a battle, I guess, is better wording. It looks like they pretty much have two full armies, each about a little over 3,000 guys, more like closer to 4,000, so about 8,000 guys on each side, on the Seleucid side, and then my side has about, I think it's about 3,000 something maybe. So we're gonna start this off here. This whole thing is at a little bit of a fast speed because it's how it is. They started off with their 3 ladders. They're gonna go ahead and come on in here. And then they're gonna go ahead and continue to push their ladders on close. I've brought out all my peasants that I get in the garrison and just ordered them to attack the ladders, basically, you know, so they can go ahead and stop the ladders. Meanwhile, they have another army that is also coming on. So this is the Seleucids reinforcements. They have catapults and everything, you know. So it looks like I'm actually a pretty good siege army. So here they are. I have some of my archers firing fire arrows at the ladders, and they're taking them out. And now we have also my peasants. I'm just running them basically in there. They're not really going to be able to be used for anything else in the battle, so I just figured, you know what, let's just toss them all out there at the beginning there, and we'll use the archers to fire down on the troops at the same time. This will go ahead and kill a bunch of them. And I've gone ahead and sped it up, which is actually kind of slowed it down, right? It does the counter. Slowness. You can see there. So I think one of my mods messed with some of the graphics a little bit of the game. Either that or it's always just been this bad. It's supposed to look nicer, I thought, on DEI, but oh well. If anybody has any suggestions for any graphics mods, please let me know. I'll go ahead and incorporate them into the game. Please put them down in the comments. And here I am just checking on the pace of their army. A little bit worried about the catapults over there coming this way, as they have not really done anything to breach my walls yet. And now they're just standing there in well, in range of everything, just waiting to be shot to pieces. The AI really likes to do this. They really like to stand in range of your archers and your towers. They just like to sit there if they haven't really gotten past it. They just like to let their men die. I don't know why. The AI is not the brightest in Rome 2 or in most of the Total War games. Although in Total War Attila, Charlemagne's the Charlemagne expansion, the Age of Charlemagne, I believe, is what it's called. They are actually kind of a little smarter, you know. Although I have been playing against my cousin, so it's not like it's the AI that I'm playing against lately. It's the campaign AI that's a little different. Maybe. Anyway, so here we are, still waiting for their catapults to get in range, and they will be in range any moment. They're gonna start firing on my walls. I kind of was looking at the catapult unit right there. I noticed that they had some pretty big axes for some of the guys walking around. You know, those axes look like they could hurt, even though the unit is very weak in melee. They do have some pretty big axes on some of the units, although they had a mace for the other ones, or a hammer, or whatever you want to call it. We're going to speed it up here, because they're really doing nothing on this end, and they don't decide to do much on this end. And here we are a few minutes later. Their catapults are now in range of my walls, and they're going to fire and tear down my walls. So, I'm firing on my walls, and meanwhile, they've brought the rest of their army to the other side where my army was. Why, I don't know. The AI should probably brought everybody to where their catapults were, you know. Should have done. I think the AI is programmed to, once it has one entry point that it has picked out, it must continue down that one entry point or something. It can't solve the problem in many different ways by going through a different entry point. So they were able to go ahead and knock down the wall over here, but what they did not do is they did not pull any of their forces away from where I was to go towards that opening, which is what they should have done, and that really would have helped them out a lot. Instead, they are continuing to leave their troops in range. This is a little later on in the battle, and it looks like they're actually moving those guys towards that edge, but they didn't really do anything over there. The catapults are still not out of ammo yet, and they're firing on the wall a little bit more and on the towers, I think, too. But they haven't made that much progress. These guys are out of ammo. It looks like it. I do like how the unit looks with their axes and everything, you know, and the one commander who has a sword. And now they're running their archers on over here. But they really aren't doing anything with the rest of their army besides just leaving them in range to be shot at by the tower, you know. They aren't even attacking my gate yet. We'll see that they do end up attacking the gate later on. This is really just an analysis to see how bad the AI is. I decided to pull my a few of my units on out to go ahead and attack the catapults unit and take them on out. These guys don't end up firing on them, so nobody ends up engaging them besides the catapult unit that they have. They're just kind of dancing around, unfortunately. So the AI is completely bugged out, although they are starting to burn down my walls, or burn down my gate. So they're starting to move 2 units in range to go and burn down the gate. And as we can hear, the music also at twice the speed, or whatever, speed plus times 1.5 is what I have this on. It's kind of funny to hear it. I am massacring their entire unit here with all the arrows from my archers, and they basically rout within about 5 seconds here. You know, they're continuing to fire, throw their fire at the gatehouse. And now, I believe they finally do get through in the end. We're at 18 minutes on into the battle right now. And basically the timer just runs out for me eventually. This was an interesting battle just to watch how the AI thinks. You know, it probably should have just laid siege to Jerusalem while my army was still in there and used all 3 of its armies to attack me. But I guess it didn't think it would have been able to. I don't know. You know, the AI doesn't like to lay siege to a city in this game at all. It will just attack you. And this is partially because of the fact that it is given 3 ladders to begin with. And I don't know if there's a mod that actually takes the ladders away to start off with. Although it is nice to kind of have them, I guess. But it kind of does solve the problem of the AI just deciding to attack you automatically. Yeah. So they finally did go ahead and break down my gate. But they decided to bring in like this really weak pike unit. You know, one of their levy units in first instead of like anything really detrimental to me. And they're trying to pile in the rest of their hoplites behind them. So just pile everything on in once they get the gate on open. Not one unit at a time or anything like that, you know. So it becomes this conjobbled mess of whatever this is, you know. And then it freezes a tad bit here and there. I'm trying to speed it up. They're all just running in there, and I decided at this point to go ahead and take out these archers because I think they came in range. I figured I could catch them with my unit, so I sent the unit in after them. And tried to move my archers that don't have any more ammo outside to go ahead and attack these guys too. Because we'll see that I want to bring them all around and attack the main army from the back. They did also knock down one other wall over there too, if you couldn't tell. But that was a wall too, houses. So you couldn't knock down the houses. You couldn't breach in from that area. Here we are a little bit later in the battle. The AI is finally making a little bit of headway in through this portion, and that they're just letting everybody just trying to run on in through. But I am just piling on in my troops, and it's just a ugly grind now, you know. As I'm pulling this entire unit to the back here, and gonna go ahead and have them attack from behind. Although I decide to go ahead and keep the pike units over here just in case. I don't know why. I think I should have gone ahead and sent them over there too. You see there, I decided to call the pike units back. So I just sent the archers. Probably should have sent the pike units too. It would have done some harm to them. But I didn't know if I was gonna hold out over there, so I wanted to bring the pike units around completely. So that's probably why. So here we are a few minutes later again. My archers have made it to the back of the army, and now I'm going to have them take out a bunch of their archers, or attack their archers. I don't know how useful they are in actually hurting any of them. I know that my tower has probably stopped firing now, to tell you the truth. I don't think those towers are under my control anymore. And here we are, attacking the back of his army. I think he still has some ammo in some of those archers left, because I just saw some projectiles being fired. I'm gonna speed up a little bit more. Now the AI doesn't make too much more progress, but all these archers that I have do rout. So all the AI had to do was just go ahead and attack really both entrances that they made there. And boom, they would have gotten Jerusalem. It would have been that easy. Granted, I did have my army right on the outside, and I probably could have taken it back from pretty easily. But I would have lost the income and everything else, you know? They are not successful. As I've apparently heard, the AI is not meant to or programmed to actually win. They are just programmed to be a nuisance on your backside. Whereas the actual campaign in itself is supposed to be difficult. I don't know. Something like that. The managing is supposed to be difficult. Yes, that's what it is. I've heard. So, here we are a few minutes later. The end of the battle. And the AI is still trying to get on in. But they are routing completely because I think I killed their general or something. I don't know. I've got my general really close, and I've probably fired a few buffs with him. And it's just counting down now, you know? They got less than a minute left to get on in, and they're just, they're struggling now. I don't even think they have enough men to complete the rest of this thing, even though they started with 2 full armies, outnumbering me by quite a bit, to tell you the truth. And now they're just kind of running their troops around outside and doesn't know what to do since it's about to lose. I think they might even be, I might be moving around some spears from the other side over there. If you take a look at the mini map. But there we go. That's the end of that battle. And thanks for watching, guys. Hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.